Or what the fuck is happening? that's pretty fucked up. That guy looks pretty sick. I really like his hair. I think he's a very good looking guy. Moin.
Hello.
Alright guys, we're reacting to Missing Battles final round because we have just recorded our podcast. You can check that out here.
Yes, actually.
And we were talking about the Missing Battles, which he has watched and I have not watched at all. And he told me that Twin won, alright? And that he's battling a guy named Vin. But the thing is, I don't know either of them. Is the Vin guy we...
Yes.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So I still don't know them, and which is why he has put post-its on the computer, so I can't see the name. And now we're gonna watch it, and I will have to guess who won it. All right. So let's get it.
Okay. Let's.
We actually should have headphones. We have to turn the volume down quite a bit.
Missing battles.
Like that should be fine, right?
Round
Yeah.
3.
That's great. All right.
Final battle. Trin versus Vincent.
Forgive me, Majesty, for intruding unannounced. What for, Sir Knight? Today, I tilted with the Black Knight from a far land, and unseated him roundly with my lance's blood.
What are you doing?
I try not to see the name.
Oh, but covered good, yeah? Oh, it should be covered.
But they have. Oh, that's cool with the 3 cards. But they have the. I mean, we've talked about that in the episode. You also said that there's this certain kind of style for these competition moves, you know?
Yeah.
They are all about this innovation kind of going on, I feel like, you know? It's very little. But then also it's, yeah. It's so funny because I actually do not know how either of these guys look. I have no idea. Alright. Yeah, so here's a lot of structure kind of things, right?
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, and it's only 4 moves.
Yes.
Wait, can we watch that again? I'm sorry, can we watch that
Is
again?
that also fine for synchronization?
Yeah, it's gonna be alright.
Okay.
Missing battles. Round 3. Final battle. Trin versus Vincent.
Forgive me, Majesty, for intruding unannounced. Not at all, Sir Knight. Today, I tilted with the Black Knight from
Kind
a
of looks
far
like
land, and unseated him roundly with
kind of
my
looks like a
lance's
spot in
blood.
army. Alright, so move 1. You can see which one I like most. That's mostly kind of a packet cut, kind of, well, with the single cards too, but like a more usual cut, I guess.
I think I cannot say too much about it because I might spoil something, so I will just
I really like
be a bit
that
more
where.
quiet. But I also really like this one.
Interesting. Is that the 3rd move? Yeah, this I would have expected because I've seen this thing where it spins. I don't know, this isn't too exciting to me.
The closer.
That one. No, the entire thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen this thing where the square and it spins.
How do you mean it spins?
I don't even know myself really, but I really like that. And this is, I mean, that's cool that he integrates the table kind of situation. But for me, these, I couldn't tell you what the first move was like. You know, these are so much. Like that already was so much that it's difficult for me to, you know, with other cuts, it's more, with these small usual cuts, it's easier to kind of remember them, you know?
Okay.
I feel like. Or what the fuck is happening? All right, this is obviously the one guy you were talking about who's these super long moves, which
Yeah.
is what is he doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's cool to have that many mechanics, but it's also not one clear theme.
I don't see
So many things.
I don't see what he's doing.
Like quick trends moves, I can name you a theme for each move, but this is just a super long move.
That's pretty fucked up. All right. Got it. I like the way this opens. Yeah. All right. Okay, kind of a pinball kind of thing going on.
Yeah, actually.
Well, I mean that's pretty cool. But I don't. Yeah. But that guy looks pretty sick. I really like his hair. I think he's a very good looking guy. And the pants are good. To be totally honest, it all looks like the same move to me. It's like he's doing the same move 4 times.
Crazy.
This is obviously different, right? But
Yeah.
that was kind of like the Noel thing he did with the Avalanche in Ace. The move is called Avalanche.
I don't know the move names for this one.
Ah, well, you don't know the move names, do you?
No, I'm not good at move names.
A pretty cool bleed effect on those cards. It's pretty sick.
Feels a bit like watching some Cardistry videos with someone who's never seen Cardistry before.
You know, I like
the pants. Oh, those cards look cool. Like what?
I mean, this is great because this is like 2D.
This is also a reference to a move he did in an earlier round. So he had a simpler version of that thing in an earlier round, and here he expands on
Yeah,
it.
dude, but I think it's
something you wouldn't notice.
to me. It just it's too long. It's like whenever you see a video of someone, they include every shot, and you're like, dude, get to the point. You know? I really think that is a valid criticism. I think because it's just more. Everything is oftentimes more powerful if you kind of strip it to the essential. You know, that is what I think. A lot of the, but you also gave it away because you said Trins, and I guess so.
And I was thinking about that before we started watching, but I thought it's better if I don't talk about it again. So maybe you wouldn't.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's why
sure.
I didn't say it again. That it might be really obvious.
Sure.
That, but yeah. That's,
All right. So the first guy won,
yes.
and the second guy is the one who did the Tokyo Cardistry event, right?
Yes.
It's interesting though. Okay.
I could tell you so much more about these things. Like for example, Vin starts his video in this movie theater. He filmed a full video there that he submitted for Card Club. Card Club had this video competition, but Vin's video was not accepted there. So then he just posted it by himself.
Card Club?
Card Club, yes.
Ah.
They had a video competition where they had 8 people screen videos there and
Okay.
something. And Vin tried, but he didn't get in the top 8. And so he just posted the video by himself, but saying that it was intended for Card Club, and that was entirely filmed in that same place.
Ah, okay.
I think, like, it looks like the same place.
Right.
So things like that, like, it's so much about knowing what happened before.
Sure.
You really see
But
a
you
lot
really
of
have-
reference if you have a lot of knowledge.
Right.
about
It would be great just to have it a bit more accessible, to have it easier. I wouldn't catch that. If I was watching that video, to be totally honest, I probably wouldn't have made it to the end. I don't even know if I would have watched the second guy. Because I just see the thing. And also, if I compare that, the way these moves, and I get why it is that way, because also, I suppose what makes a lot of sense in these competitions is to kind of build upon what you did before. Having a move and then developing that in a further round. But then imagining, and I know that one of these guys did the video with the Fontaine missing deck.
No.
And
No, none of these guys. Another one who was in the competition and made it far, but not to the final.
Dude, I thought I remembered one thing because I was thinking of in that video the thumbnail thing. I was where he has the 2 decks, 4 packets, and 2 are like this and 2 like this. You know,
Yeah.
these are moments that are memorable. You know, and
Yeah.
I don't really, after watching the first person 2 times and the second once, I didn't really have that too much. But then also I'm not the regular cardist guy, so I don't.
But that's
you know.
interesting to see that it's really that intense basically for you. I always know, okay, you're not really interested in these things, you don't watch these things by yourself, but that even after watching you're like, okay, yeah, not that great. Like for me this
To me, if we would be watching Fontaine Femme,
Yeah.
but it's just different. It's so much more easy to, and it's just more memorable in the way because you
But it's
get to
also
know
just
the
a
people.
Almost a different generation of cardistry. It's not that far apart.
Exactly,
but
but-
it's just different. If I talk to Hans, for Hans, Trin is one of the craziest top cardists.
I get that,
Because
I
Hans
totally get
started
that.
2020.
I
Trin
totally
was
get
in
that.
the trials 2021, 2022, and now here. And he made several solo videos. For Hans, Trin is way crazier than like a Patrick Vernves or someone who would
Totally.
be crazy to you.
Well, no, actually, not too much. I don't really. The thing is, I don't judge them too much about the cardistry thing. To me, I mean,
Yeah.
I like individual moves. I'm a big fan of individual moves. I have my
Yeah.
list of my top moves that I like, but it's not. I don't really see it as being a fan of a cardist. I don't really have that. I'm just at this point not too invested in that much anymore. That I follow one person that knows so much about the single person. There's like if somebody tells me, oh yes, this is clearly Nikolai move or Tobias move, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no fucking idea what you guys are talking about. But to me, just the culture thing, having the, and what I do like about this is that they don't go straight up into the moves, but they do have a bit of setup with the locations and and all of that, and you can see the faces of both of the guys, which is quite unusual. I feel like, and I enjoy that a lot. But me, I don't really. To me, it's not. I get that because he has the integration of the 2 single cards, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and for me, it's this dropping of the top packet has a really big influence in that move. That is what makes this move really great for me. So he has this structure, and then he uses the structure to just drop the packet through and catch it with the other.
Maybe what I don't also really understand, did they have a time limit?
No.
Then I would have liked to have, imagine, we've talked about this a lot last couple of days, Heritage by Chess Duncan in the Fun and Futures review video. They have the usual way, which is done quite a lot, right, where it's cut into it,
Yeah.
and they kind of stretch the move out a bit, so you can see different parts of it. Why
Yeah.
didn't they do this here?
So
because to me the
Vin
move
did that with his moves, right?
did he, but I
He
couldn't.
had different takes for some moves that he kept together.
But to me, it seemed as if it was just super long one move.
So yeah, it is also long takes, but at some points. this
Yeah,
will also cut,
right, sure, yeah,
so
I
he has
get.
some cuts in between.
But I couldn't say where he ends and where he started. So that might be
Yeah.
like a minus for that guy actually. But what I just want to say is that if you think about Quentin
Yes.
Dugan, he has a bunch of moves which are so focused on a single idea.
Yeah.
They are super recognizable.
Yes.
Because you
sure.
see, it's the way they say it's the drop move or the single card spin move.
Yeah.
Like it's super focused on that, and that makes it quite easy to understand. For me,
Yeah.
I just have, if I'm not totally into the thing, I just have a bit of difficulty to see one thing, and I'm like, and understand it, Actually, turn the sound on so I can get, because otherwise I can't synchronize it all.
Yes. I can show you some, like something from Vin from an earlier round, so this is round 1.
That they had to have his tripod, right?
Yes, and only 2 moves, and a lot of people, I don't quite remember. I think a lot of people said the first move is great, But for me, the second move from him was one of the craziest. So from this video, entire video, the second move from him is my favorite move. Maybe it was the other way around. I have to see. Oh no, yeah, this is my favorite move from the whole video. Like it's such a great structure. You always have this interchanging packets.
Yeah, what I remember
sliding.
most is the closing thing where he slides the packet from the other and then it lines up. That's cool.
And then this one also has a clear theme. You have the packet sliding here, you have the packet sliding there. So that's the same guy who has the long moves, another sliding. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the same guy who did the long moves for the finals. So I think having long moves in the final was an active decision to say, okay, this competition doesn't have a time limit. I just have a move limit. Okay, so let's just stretch it. Let's put as much material in the video as possible because you get the best winning chances. In the Fontaine trials, always the person with the longest video won. Not necessarily because of that, but it always helps to show more. So I think he actually thought, okay, if I just put maybe he had 2 moves that he found out can be matched together, and so he made a longer move out of that. So I think that it was actually a strategy to show as much stuff as possible. But I also thought that it didn't work out as well as I thought. So as I said, right after watching it for the first time, I wasn't sure who will win. But then after watching a few times, I was pretty sure, okay, I like Trin's a bit better. And that's because you actually see the moves, you remember the moves. Also for Vin, I know that all of the moves are long. I like a lot of things in the move, but it's just not a close thing that you can remember quite well.
Right.
And so, but he has these kind of moves that you can remember quite well, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's again a lot about the choices, how to make the final and do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, very interesting to watch it. Yeah, let's just for reference, and after I can probably go to bed. But I would like to watch let's watch the first Anyone video.
The first ever
Should we do that?
Anyone video.
Wait, let's get a final take, guys. That was great reaction to Missing Battles. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, please. All right. I'm sorry.